Ahora nos vamos a centrar en el tema de las investigaciones. A nivel de las investigaciones, hoy queríamos contar con el doctor Andrew Blauvelt. No ha podido asistir, nos ha querido dejar un mensaje que a continuación vamos a poner, pero para daros un poco de datos de él, él lleva más de 30 años dedicado a las investigaciones. Es investigador del Oregon Medical Research Center en Portland, y su experiencia la vamos a ver ahora con el mensaje que nos ha dejado aquí en un vídeo.
Sí, comentar también que bueno, es una persona muy importante, que la verdad es que ha sido muy generoso el mandar este vídeo. Está muy extremadamente ocupado, es casi imposible hablar con él. Para que os hagáis una idea, seguramente todos los tratamientos que os estéis poniendo o que os vayan a poner, en parte lo ha desarrollado él, lleva más de 30 años con esto. Estábamos ocupados, lo encontré en un congreso, hablamos de vez en cuando y le dije, un vídeo paciente. Le dije, tú aparecer paciente, ¿vale? Un poco la idea que tenéis. Y escuchó paciente y quiso estar aquí. O sea, para que veáis la importancia que él lleva dentro, como vais a ver en el vídeo, de ayudar y de que al final la ciencia, si no llega, es un absoluto fracaso. Entonces espero que lo disfrutéis y que valoréis el esfuerzo que él ha hecho en poder estar aquí a través de este vídeo que hemos subtitulado por si acaso.
Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Andy Blauvelt. I'm a dermatologist, and I live in Portland, Oregon, in the Pacific Northwest of the United States. I wanted to talk to you today about my journey with psoriasis and also give you some hope for the future if you are suffering from psoriasis. So first of all, my interactions in life with psoriasis began at a very early age. My father had severe psoriasis, and this was during the 1970s, 1980s as I was growing up, and he really suffered from it. And at that time, as you probably know, we didn't have very good treatments for psoriasis. And one of the main things that he had to do was go in the hospital for 1 month at a time, and he would be immersed in tar baths and put in light boxes and have to wear a sauna suit for up to 1 month in the hospital. And that was the treatment, the standard of care for severe psoriasis back in the 1970s and 1980s. As I got a little older and started to get into school, I needed a summer job one summer. And I asked my father if he could ask his dermatologist about whether he needed any help in the office. And this was at the University of Michigan. And I ended up getting my a summer job working in the dermatology department at the University of Michigan for my father's dermatologist. And that's how I got interested in myself in dermatology. And from there, I ended up doing training in dermatology, spending time at the NIH, the National Institutes of Health, doing basic science research, but not in psoriasis, but in another area of dermatology. And then for the last 20 years or so, I moved out to Portland and I started researching psoriasis again. And first I started working on it in the laboratory because I had a science background. I started researching psoriasis, especially this a new type of molecule called interleukin-23 and how important it was for psoriasis. And what we found was that this was a critical molecule for psoriasis. It was like the Achilles heel of psoriasis. And I wrote back in 2007 that if we could just develop a drug that would target interleukin-23, that would be the best treatment for psoriasis. As it turns out, 10 years later, in 2017, the first IL-23 blocker was approved by the FDA for use in patients. And it has turned out to be a great type of drug for patients with psoriasis. I've had this long journey, again, a personal journey, and then working on psoriasis in the laboratory, trying to learn things about the disease that might translate into new therapies. And then for these last 12 years or so, I actually left the laboratory and I've actually been working in clinical trials, in clinical studies, testing all of the new medicines that have come out for psoriasis in the last 10 years or so. And a really fun, exciting time to be working in psoriasis research, because not only in 2017, the IL-23 blockers, but there's been a whole bunch of other new therapies for psoriasis. So now we have at least 5 or 6 different pill options for severe psoriasis, and we have 11 or 12 different injectable or biologic treatments for psoriasis, all new since my father's time. And and for the most part, these are terrific medicines. They're highly effective. They're highly safe, which is really important as well to patients and to doctors. And they change lives. So we've seen in my lifetime this incredible change, if you will, in the what it means to have psoriasis, what it means to take care of patients with psoriasis. And I've been kind of in the middle of it for I don't know, 40, 50 years now. I'm 61 years old now. And I just can't believe the advances in the therapies we have for psoriasis. Now, for those of you who have widespread psoriasis, who need more than a cream or more than an ointment, who may have been shy about taking a pill or doing a shot for their psoriasis, I really, really want to reassure you that this is the gold standard now for treating psoriasis, especially the shot treatments. The shot treatments are highly effective and they're highly safe now for psoriasis. Specifically, what I would recommend are interleukin-23 inhibitors or interleukin-23 blockers and interleukin-17 blockers or inhibitors. These are the newer types of biologics, the newer types of injectables that are really just amazing medicines. The cost of these medicines, of course, is really high. So you have to work with your provider, you have to work with insurance companies or the authorities who are paying for things and really try to fight to get on one of those medicines, again, that can change your life. Now, the consequences of not treating your psoriasis have become more and more clear lately. And so we know now psoriasis is way more than a skin disease. So we know that a third of the patients will have arthritis, joint pains, joint stiffness, heel pain, back pain. This can be quite troubling and lead to permanent destruction of the joints if not treated early enough. So not just psoriasis, but joint problems, arthritis, those things are really important as well and important to treat to try to prevent it from getting too bad or causing permanent damage. The other important thing is heart disease. So heart attacks and strokes can be associated with untreated widespread psoriasis. So if you have bad skin psoriasis, it's really not a good thing to have. It's really an unhealthy condition for your body. All of that inflammation in the skin spills into the bloodstream. It spills through the coronary arteries or your heart arteries, and it makes them prone to getting blocked. And that actually can kill you. So when people used to dismiss psoriasis, oh, it's just a skin problem, it's just a cosmetic problem, I don't have to worry about it, I can live with my psoriasis. That is really an outdated view. It's really not true right now. Psoriasis can kill you. Psoriasis, untreated, is inflammation in your body, which is not a good thing. It leads to other things in the years to come. So my message for you all is to go out, seek a dermatologist who will give you the best medicines available for psoriasis. Those would be interleukin-23 or interleukin-17 blockers. You want to try to get to completely clear skin. So zero psoriasis is the goal right now. And it's a very, very reachable goal for many patients in 2023. So I'm going to end on that positive note. We have great treatments available for psoriasis. Yes, they can be hard to get. Yes, they can be expensive. But this is your life. And if you want the best quality of life, if you want to be the most healthy that you can be, you should try to clear your psoriasis. Take it seriously, get it completely clear. It'll improve your quality of life. It'll improve the length of your life. So good luck with that. And I hope you found this message to be promising. And hopefully you'll go out and do the right thing with your dermatologist. Thank you for your time and attention. Goodbye.